All right, so right now we are on the Specialized Status. It's kind of a little more of a downcountry kind of bike, I guess you could call it. Got 160 millimeter travel on the front and 150 in the rear. It is a mullet, so 29-inch on the front, 27.5 on the rear. Business in the front, party in the back. That's SRAM, I believe these are the codes. Brakes on here. First time riding with these. Gonna give that a shot. Yeah. This time we shuttle up to the top and we're going down upper corral. We'll connect into lower corral. These brakes definitely feel different. Ooh. Go down just a hair, there we go. Nice and smooth. At least on this flat stuff, it definitely feels like my hardtail 29er, where it just rolls and rolls fast. We aren't quite to the party section yet, so Definitely rolls really nice to this stuff. Woo! Heck yeah! All right, pull right over here. Let's talk about this bike. So like I said, we have the Specialized Status here, right down there. Status, pretty sick bike right here. So Fox 36 on the front, the Rhythm. It does have, let's see, I believe he said it had 160 mil in the front, so 160 millimeter travel in the front, 150 in the rear, Fox float in the rear, float X, sorry, in the rear, Specialized Butchers front and rear. Like I said, this is a little bit different. This one has the 29er on the front and a 27.5 in the back. Essentially a mullet setup is what that is. Pretty much gives you the benefits of a 29er while having the benefits of a 27.5 out back. Kind of nice, feels very different than what you're used to, but it works good. So we have a SRAM NX drivetrain on here. Pretty nice, seems to shift really nicely for what I'm, for at least what we're doing here. Big old SRAM code. Yeah, big old SRAM Code R brakes on here. Big old guys. SRAM brakes always feel different to me. SRAM and Avids, they always feel a little different. They're not, I don't feel like they're quite as responsive as like Shimano style or like even TRPs. So, ultimately, it's a fun bike. Let's keep riding. Let's go down Lower Corral, which should get this party in the back going a little bit more, and let's go have some fun. All right, Lower Corral, make sure my knee pads are in place. All right, and yes, I'm wearing knee pads. I don't wear knee pads that often, but when I'm riding a bike that's not mine, I like to wear knee pads, just in case, especially up here. It's not very forgiving when you hit a rock. Woo! So like I mentioned with the brakes, SRAM Code R's, it kind of feels like you pull a lot and you get nothing, and then they're on. And I like a little modulation that is, you got kind of still cable pull feel, where squeezing them just a little bit gives you a little bit. The tighter you squeeze, the more they're on, that kind of thing, versus just like an off-on switch. So with the mullet, it definitely turns like a 29er. So if you kind of feel like the 29er has too much of a turning radius, this is gonna have that same turning radius as the 29er does. Woo! So probably not the bike for you. I can say the back, that 27.5, since getting my hardtail 27.5, I kind of get the feel of the 27.5 a little bit more. It definitely has that more loose, playful feeling, oh, that a 29er does. But it kind of likes to be thrown around some, and it will hit stuff and bounce off of it. All right, let's knock out the rest of lower corral here. Clean you guys off real quick. All right. So the last bike I rode was a e-bike. And one of my complaints was it was heavy and that you couldn't move the bike and throw the bike around. Opposite on this bike. You can pump it, you can swing into these berms really good. You can hit those without feeling like you're gonna die. Whew. All right, so let's give the Specialized status a rating here. It works pretty good. Like I was saying before my GoPro battery died, it rides really good downhill. Especially the 27.5 in the rear, it's very playful, which is something I've really found to like in my 27.5 hardtail. Is I love the 27.5. It's just very much playful versus the 29er. It does hit everything like a 29er though, because that's the first thing you hit, so it rolls over pretty much everything good. It doesn't have the fast rolling of a 29er, is what I feel like. It feels like a 27.5 just with the bigger wheel in the front to get over things easier. So, you know, it works. I feel like it feels a little more like a 27.5 than a 29er. However, if you're looking to make sharp corners and really twisty stuff, that tire is gonna kind of bite you a little bit, I feel like, versus the 27.5 would. So I think it's a good bike. Uphill, it's kind of but it's not really made to be a uphill bike. It's a downcountry bike, so it's made to be sent downhill pretty good, but still be able to get by on the uphill. So I'd probably give it like a mid on the uphill. Pretty solid on the downhill though. So go ride them back over there. Let's try and grab one more bike, see if we can get out one more demo today.